Trading, and in today's video we're going to be talking about Ethereum and Ethereum's potential price predictions as of 2022 and the end of 2021. So yeah, before we get started into the video, it would be great if you could like, comment and subscribe, as I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers and I'm not a financial advisor. So yeah, let's get straight into this video. So Ethereum is currently up 1.37% in the last 24 hours. This is good. And the last 7 days it was down, let me check. Ethereum was down in the last 24 hours. Yep. It was down 5.21%. I'm guessing this was because of the huge Bitcoin crash, of market crash, whatever you lot want to call it. So yeah, we're just going to be talking about it on the chart. So let me just quickly close this. So as you can see, Ethereum on the weekly, let's look at it on the weekly. Let me get my highlighter out. So this is it. So we're in an uptrend. So lower low, lower high, and then we call this a lower. Which one would I say it is? Let's say this one is a lower low. I wouldn't consider this as a lower high, as it did not break previous structure. So I would consider this as a higher high. The reason why I did not consider this as a higher high is because it did not break structure. Let me just let you lot know. So look. So as you can see, this is essentially the high. So let me just quickly put break of structure. So as you can see, that's a break of structure. And then let me quickly break this one. So as you can see, the break of structure in this as well. We have a break of structure in this. Break of structure. So essentially that is it. So break of structure, that's all we essentially look for. And unfortunately, I think it depends on how you look at it. As me, I personally see it as a wicks. So if it closes above the wick, that's when I believe it is a break of structure. But everyone's different. Everyone does it by the body. Other people do it by the wick, So some people might as well, yeah. But on this, the weekly, I'm still seeing it's a bullish. So in order for it to pretty much, I would consider this as a key area. This is a key area because from this bearish weekly candle, it had made the push up to make the new all-time high. So therefore, I would expect it to come back down into this region. So let's just say this region is about 3.32. So about $3,321, right? If you come back into this zone, I would be potentially looking for buys. But if we look on the daily, we can probably see in a more in-depth version. We'll quickly just move this over. So yeah, as you can see, okay, yep, it gets a little bit more messier as you drop the time frames. But from this, there's huge trading potential. So as you can see, it respected this bearish candle. Just about, it just missed out on the imbalance between there. But yeah. So let me just quickly map this out for everyone. So as you can see, this was a break. So from the daily structure, you could have potentially seen a break of structure here. And then it depends how risky you are as a trader. But me, I'm a very safe trader. I would have seen this, a break of structure, and I would have waited for a retest, like come back down, and then waited for the impulse up. But with Ethereum, as you can see, just blew up, straight up. And then this also, another confluence for this uptrend is this. It took out these equal highs. So if you were still in doubt at that break of structure, you thought, okay, maybe it was just a false, maybe it was just that market, maybe it was just grabbing liquidity or something. when it broke this structure, that's another confluence. So yeah, that is a confirmed uptrend that now I can see. But as you can see, it was respecting this bullish candle, this one here. As you see, this acted as a resistance. As you can see, it dropped down, it came back up to retest, dropped back down. But as you can see on this, it was made, it was like a little triangle that was made. So as you can see, a little triangle was made. This essentially was making I would pretty much say this is like liquidity building. And then as you can see, this liquidity was taken back out once this candle. So essentially, if you were smart enough, I would have entered upon this candle, but unfortunately that did not happen, as crypto does not work the same as forex. But you have to be a little bit more greedy, I would say. Oh no, okay, oh shit, alright, that's fine. So yeah, it just depends on how you are as a trader, innit? So yeah, so that's that done. So overall, I still think that, but looking on the weekly, I still think that we are in a bullish trend, and we could possibly make new highs up to about the psychological level of 5,000 USD. 5,000 USD is a psychological level, as it is in full numbers. So yeah, we could possibly see 5,000 in the next coming year or 2022, and more than possible as of the Ethereum blockchain, as you got some great news coming out. Everything's working, but one problem is with Ethereum is the gas fees. That's what everyone hates about the gas fees. That's what everyone hates about Ethereum, the gas fees. So if you look at it like this, and you can see liquidity there, and then as you can see again, as you can see from this impulse, this was very strong, very strong sellers up in this area. So up in this region, very strong sellers. But due to this candle, as you can see, we broke that candle, so it invalidates this, so you can remove that. And then yeah, if you want, you can get more dirty and then put it onto the, I wouldn't say this hasn't break structure, but as you can see on this one, this has had the breaker structure. Breaker structure, and then yeah, essentially it respected this area, which is really good. This is a strong area of support, so I'm guessing this area will also be a strong area of support. But that's all that's to be said. And then in this area, we can just see a clear uptrend, broke the trend. So if you want to be, I don't really trade trend lines, but I know a few people do. But if you want, you could possibly say that as a uptrend, like high, came back, high. But in my opinion, I don't use trend lines. I just think that they don't work. They're not as reliable. I only use them to see where liquidity is within a given area. But overall, I think that there is liquidity. Don't get me wrong, there is liquidity here actually. There's liquidity here. So I feel like we could potentially hit this area again and we could dump. But if you know Wyckoff theory, you could also see that this area is starting to reaccumulate. Let me just quickly put this on to, okay, so you could essentially just say that this is a Wyckoff. If you drop down to this floor, if you drop it down to 4 hours, you could essentially see that this is so much cleaner than you would expect it. So as you can see, you could see this is a selling climax, secondary test, ST, and then a retest, and then an upswing. So it could be either way. And then you can see that this is a spring, And yeah, it just depends on the way you trade. But in my opinion, I feel like Ethereum is still in a bullish trend, but we just gotta wait. We can't say of pure mind and beliefs, as if that happened, then nothing would possibly go right. So we just gotta wait and see what happens, what the market wants to do. But if we see more price action coming towards this area, I'll be paying attention to this area. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment and subscribe, as I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers. And peace.